Is intermittent fasting something you should consider for your diet to help you fight kidney disease? I'm going to talk about my experience with it and give you my opinion coming right up. Hello, kidney warriors. James here, your favorite kidney health coach. And today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting and my experience with it. And can it help improve your kidney function? Can it boost your GFR? Can it lower your creatinine levels? Well, we're going to talk about that. But first, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/DadviceTV, and click the little bell icon. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get a notification and you can get this great information right away. Now, to today's topic, intermittent fasting. So what is intermittent fasting? All right, it's pretty easy. It's eating on a set schedule and then having a prolonged period of time where you're fasting, aka not eating. During that fasting period, for the most part, you can drink water. You cannot eat anything. But here's the good news. There is a lot of research showing that there are potential benefits for people doing intermittent fasting to help a number of issues that people face, and especially people like us with kidney disease. Now, intermittent fasting is very common with a lot of diets, especially the ketogenic diet. If you know someone on a keto diet, chances are they're doing extended intermittent fasting every day or 5 days a week to help boost the results they're getting from their keto diet. But what about a renal diet? Should you ask your doctor if intermittent fasting would be good for you? Will it help your kidneys? Can it improve your GFR? For those of you that can't wait, the answers are yes. But let's get into the details real quick so that you can have a better, stronger, more meaningful conversation with your doctor to find out if this is the right thing for you to do. So let's first dive into what exactly do I mean when I talk about fasting. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can have water and you can not have much more. You can drink unsweetened tea. You can drink unsweetened coffee. That means no sugar, no milk in there. And that's during this fasting period. You're not eating anything. But it's a lot easier than you think. You're not gonna go the whole day or 24 hours without eating. No. Now, I fast for a long time. Take a guess how much I fast every single day. 18 hours. What? Holy cow, you're thinking. You must be starving. No, I'm not starving. And I'm gonna share tips so that if you do this, you're not starving either. The average person who does intermittent fasting does it for 16 hours every day. And they just eat during an 8-hour window. Mine, I've shortened mine down to a 6-hour window. I have my first meal at noon and I make sure and I finish dinner by 6 p.m. and then I'm not snacking the rest of the evening or while I'm asleep, and I'm just pushing breakfast off a little bit later. Now, there is other methods of fasting. There are people who say, you gotta do this, eat 5, don't eat 2 days of the week, where you are going a 24-hour stretch. You're eating dinner and then you're not eating again the next day to dinner. That's really tough to do. That's hard to do. That takes a long time to work up to. But guess what? I encourage you to do research, same that I did, but I researched this. Which is better? Is it worth it to go that far? There's no evidence that says that's any better than doing the intermittent fasting that I'm doing now, where I'm not eating for 16 or 18 hours at a time. So let's focus on that kind because it's much easier to do, and it's what I have experienced doing, and it's what I have results from doing. So how do you do this fasting? Well, we all fast every day when we're sleeping. If you're eating while you're sleeping, you got some other problems to take care of. But let's assume everyone here goes to bed and you don't eat while you sleep. So what we're going to do is we're just going to extend that period. We're going to, when you get up, we're going to push breakfast a little bit later. Maybe it's only an hour later, maybe it's only 2 hours later. And then we're going to set a deadline to be done with dinner in the afternoon. As I mentioned earlier, for me, my first meal is around noon. Sometimes it might be 11, but the average person waits till 10 who does this intermittent fasting. And I have a snack in the afternoon, and then my dinner, I am done by 6 p.m. I usually start making my dinner at 5 p.m., get finished with it, and then the rest of the night, I'm just drinking some water. That's it. I'm not hungry, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to not be hungry when you're doing this, and I make it the next day. And that's how I get in 18 hours a day of fasting. I'm sleeping a lot of it, which is the secret to that. Now, when you're starting out, you're not going to be able to jump right in and go 18 hours fasting 7 days a week. And you don't have to, okay? Remember what I said, most people only do it for 16 hours a day, and you can work up to that. You don't have to jump right into 16 hours a day either. For most people, what they do is they just push breakfast later and then bring in dinner a little bit earlier and fit their 3 meals and all their caloric intake during that window. So it makes it actually pretty easy. So what can you have during that fasting window? That's no food, okay? Just want to make that clear. You're not eating any food, you're not snacking, you're not even chewing gum, okay? You're drinking water. You can have some unsweetened coffee or tea, but there is no adding sugar, there is no adding milk. There is nothing sweet, nothing with carbs. For me, I just stick with water. That just makes it so much easier. Is it helpful for kidney disease patients? First of all, I can't tell you if it's right for you or not. You gotta ask your health team. Ask your doctor, ask your dietitian. But for me, intermittent fasting was a game changer. All right, my dietitian recommended it to me, and it helped me as I went from stage 5 kidney disease on the verge of having to get dialysis to stage 4 and now stage 3. And I did it both with my renal diet and now with my modified keto diet. For me, if I went back in time, I would not change it. I'd probably do it even more. I would have tried to get onto the 18 hours a day that I am now of fasting sooner, just to help me. So what are the benefits that you may see from intermittent fasting? First of all, it is a huge help with inflammation. And inflammation is so bad for our kidneys. When your kidneys suffer from inflammation, they're squeezing down on those blood vessels, they're squeezing down on those nephrons, those valuable nephrons that are filtering our blood and not letting them do their job as well. Intermittent fasting definitely helps reduce inflammation, which removes stress that's placed on your kidneys, allowing them to work better, increasing your GFR by removing more waste and more toxins from your blood. It also helps your body manage stress placed on the rest of your body, because inflammation isn't just your kidneys, it can happen everywhere. It can also help a lot and accelerate weight loss. That's why it's such an important part of the ketogenic diet. People who are on a ketogenic diet add it to just turbocharge that weight loss and have the pounds start falling off really fast and quick. It also helps manage and regulate your blood sugar. Now, this is one area with the big old asterisk that you got to make sure and check with your doctor. If you have low blood sugar or you're diabetic, your doctor may say don't do this because it does drop your blood sugar. So you got to check with your healthcare team to make sure you're okay with intermittent fasting if you have diabetes or low blood sugar. And then also, what do you do if it gets too low? You need to know that. And probably my favorite part of this, and I kind of hinted on it a little bit earlier when I talked about the reduction in inflammation, your kidneys during this fasting period are now focused solely on the current condition of your blood to remove the waste, to remove the toxins. They're not fighting against that pounding they get from your digestive system that's sitting there pumping in food all the time throughout the day. They now have this extended period of not fighting your digestive system, and they can do a better job at cleaning the waste and cleaning the toxins from your blood. It's pretty much like a free catch-up period. You know, you're getting a break for them to start catching up. And last, there are also some studies that show intermittent fasting can help protect your heart and your brain. So, you know, that's plenty of reasons to consider it and to talk to your doctor to find out if it's right for you. So let's talk about tips that have helped me make intermittent fasting more effective and easier to make part of my everyday diet routine. First, I eat my fatty foods. If I'm going to eat some salmon, if I'm going to eat some tuna, if I'm going to have a little bit of red meat, I eat all of those at dinner, okay? Because that fat, and don't think of fat as being bad. Yeah, there's some fat that is bad, but your body needs fat, okay? And not all fat is bad. That's an old myth made up a long time ago, and people just repeat it, that all fat is bad. The fat helps keep you full, helps keep you from being hungry during your fasting period. I also greatly limit carbs, but you should, you know, if you're not limiting carbs, you should restrict your carbs during dinner. It's better to have those earlier in the day. Why? It's going to help manage your insulin level, the blood sugar level that's in your system. And guess what? You're going to be able to sleep better. Oh, sleep. All of us with kidney disease, we love to get those long nights of sleep, those rare nights where you lay down, you close your eyes, and then you wake up the next morning. Oh, I love those. I remember when they were a rarity. Now it's common for me because I eat very few carbs in my dinner. Now I also eat very few carbs overall, but reducing the carbs at dinner, eating more of your fat during dinner is going to help you. Now here's the part of intermittent fasting that may not seem fair. It is far easier for men to do this. Yeah, there's science behind it. It is easier for men. For women, your body, the hormones, they go into a protection mode. So it is going to be more difficult for you to adjust to intermittent fasting. And just know it's there, but you can get past it. You can train your body to do it. And speaking of women, if you're pregnant, your doctor is not going to recommend intermittent fasting for you because there's going to be a massive decrease in the nutrient sources that your body has, and your body needs them, and that growing baby in you needs them. All right, so let's talk about how to ease yourself into fasting. Pick 2 days a week, not consecutive days. You know, you may think, oh, Monday, Wednesday, but don't forget, Monday's the first day of the work week, and it can be tough. So maybe you pick Tuesday and Thursday, and you're going to have your breakfast at 7 a.m., and you're going to finish dinner at 7 p.m., and then you're not going to eat the rest of the night. You're going to go to bed, you're going to sleep, you're going to get up, and there you go. You got 12 hours, really simple, of fasting. You can get all your caloric needs in that 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. period. It can be the 3 meals, if that's what you're used to. It can be 2 meals. You don't have to eat 3 meals a day. That's just something that was made up. You can also, some people get to the point they're just eating 1 meal. For me, I still need 2. I start off with the meal, have a snack midway, and then end with the meal. My fat's in that last meal of the day to keep me held over throughout the night. But you can then start with that and then start doing it more often. Move to 3 days a week. Start shortening your window. Eat a little bit later, stop a little bit earlier. The right balance is going to vary from person to person based on your body and, more importantly, life. What's happening? Do you got to take the kids to soccer? You got to get the kids up? Do you work really late? It's all going to vary from person to person. Find what works for you that you can do, okay? If you can't do it, it ain't going to matter. So find what works for you. One more really important tip: cheating. Now, when it comes to your diet, whether it's a renal diet, whether it's a keto diet, there is no cheating. You don't get off that diet. Your future self relies on you today to make the right decisions so you have the best chance of getting better, living longer, having more energy, and just being better. Okay, so don't cheat your diet. But if you need to cheat and skip a day with fasting, guess what? It's okay. That's not even cheating. Think of intermittent fasting as a boost to just turbocharge your kidneys for a little bit and let them catch up. Let them do the job, give you more energy, make life better for you. You don't have to do it every day. You can do it 5 days a week. You can do it 1 day a week. You can just do it occasionally. You're going to go do something, do it a couple days before it to help your kidneys have a chance to catch up, to reduce that inflammation. Think of it as just this little button you're hitting, boom, it's boosting your kidneys and making them better for a while. Now, for me, it is every day. Now, some days I may eat a little bit earlier. I may, eat my first meal at 11, or if I eat it at 10, that's okay. It's all right. It's not cheating. Cheating's going out to Wendy's and having a baked potato or eating French fries. That's a no-no, okay? You watch your diet. Whatever your doctor told you, use your minimums and your maximums, for calories, for protein, for sodium, for potassium, for phosphorus, for calcium. I think I might have said calcium twice. Calcium is an important one that people forget. Whatever they told you, your mins and your maxes are for your micronutrients that you need to monitor, stick to those. But you can skip days of fasting. You don't have to do it every day. It's not going to hurt you. So who shouldn't be doing intermittent fasting? Well, first of all, your doctor's the one who's going to make the call for you. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do. I don't know your history. I don't have the education. I'm just a super nerd that gets lots of books, reads them, that looks forward to my appointments with all the different doctors and dietitians I work with. I'm kind of giggling because I know they cringe when they see me. They want to book that 20-minute appointment with James. And I'm like, no, give me an hour and a half. I have a bunch of questions. I'll email them to you first and let's talk about them. I'm just a super nerd sharing what I've learned to help you have deeper, better, more meaningful conversations with your doctor so that you could do what I've done, fight kidney disease and get better. But people who definitely, their doctor's going to tell them no, women who are pregnant, those with blood sugar that's really low or a low blood sugar problem. If you're diabetic, you're borderline. They may say it's not right for you. It could be dangerous because your blood sugar will dive. And then those with thyroid disease, this is not a good choice for them. But only your doctor can tell you if it's right for you. But just, I shared those bits right there, that those are the people who should expect their doctor to say no, or possibly with additional monitoring or something like that. So in summary, is intermittent fasting something you should consider if you have kidney disease? Heck yes, it is. You need to go and talk to your doctor, talk to your dietitian the very next time you see them and ask them, should I add intermittent fasting as part of my strategy to fight and kick kidney disease butt? For me, it has been a huge game changer. It has helped me, and as I improve and my GFR just keeps going up, it makes even more of an impact. I'm following my diet, following the advice from the dietitians, my endocrinologist, my urinologist, my primary care physician, my nephrologist. I'm following all their advice. I'm losing weight. I'm getting healthier. I'm getting more energetic. You guys can see it in the videos. You go back, watch the first videos when I was just barely out of stage 5. You can see my energy was a lot lower. Now, I am high energy, feeling great, feeling better than I have in so long. I mean, probably 30 plus years that I have not felt this good. And I am in great shape and getting better and better every single day. Now, I still have kidney disease. It's going to be there for the rest of my life. But I'm eating healthier. I'm living healthier. I've made lifestyle changes and diet choices to put myself in a better position. I want you to do the same thing. Talk to your doctor. See if this is something you can do. To me, it's a game changer, and it's something I would love to see more people doing and getting the benefits from. Now, if you know anybody that could benefit from this information, make sure you share it with them. Okay, they need to get this information. Now, it's out there. You can find it other places, but it's hard to find it. And I'm not some doctor just babbling off what I read in a book. I'm living kidney disease. Okay, guys? I'm one of you. I got it. I was stage 5. I was at death's door unless I went on dialysis, and I chose to fight dialysis, and I beat it. I did not have to go on it, and I'm getting better every single time I get my labs done. So share this information. It's very important. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe. youtube.com/DadviceTV. You can also learn more about what I have done and what I am doing to beat and kick kidney disease butt like nothing else on my website, Dadvice TV. That's www.dadvicetv.com. And last, you can join me on Facebook, a social media platform very popular with so many people still. Facebook.com/DadviceTV. I hope you found this information helpful. I hope it inspires you to go talk to your doctor and make a better plan to fight kidney disease, because you can do it. Losing is not an option. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.